Hey there. If you're ready to learn another cool lick that's part of my cool lick series for acoustic guitar, this is Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You by Led Zeppelin. Hi there, I'm Tomas Michaud, founder of Real Guitar Success. This lick brings me back to my youth, as many of these do. I realized as I was practicing this to make a lesson for you that this is sort of like a walk through memory lane for me. And I remember seeing Led Zeppelin live at the Oakland Coliseum. It was an experience I'll never forget. At the time, I didn't really think it was that great of a thing, but it stuck with me like glue. This song is one of the ones that really lends itself to acoustic guitar. And this is the main lick of the tune. So let me get you to play the chords first. I'll do a simple version, and then I'll show you a little more elaborate version at the end, which is closer to the original. By the way, he is improvising when he plays a bit, so there's not like one pattern he actually does exactly all the time. So let's start with the chords. First, an A minor. I trust that one won't be too hard for you. And then we're going to take this third finger from the A minor and stretch it over to the 6th string, the low E string, on the 3rd fret. Now I've got something I'll call an A minor 7 with a G in the bass. This would be the A minor 7 part. That's the 1st finger, 2nd string, 1st fret. And then I've stretched over the 4th string, 2nd fret with the 2nd finger. And 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string. So when you strum it, I wouldn't want to hit that A, but when you're picking, you don't have to worry about that. Now, the next chord, that's 2 chords, I'll call that a D7 with an F sharp in the bass. So what I've done, watch how I move here. I've taken my 3rd and 2nd fingers, kind of switch them around. My 2nd finger goes over to the 6th string, that's on the 2nd fret, low E, and then my 3rd finger comes back over here on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then finally I'm doing an F chord and an E chord. If you already can play a bar F chord, just do it that way. And an E chord, a good straight plain E chord. But I was using in the beginning a little simplified version, which if you don't know the bar chords, this is a little easier. It still requires a bar because you got to play the low note here. But I'm only using my 2nd and 3rd fingers. It's because I'm not hitting that 5th string. The 2nd finger there is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and the 3rd finger is on the 4th string, 3rd fret. Then I bar across. Mostly what I need is that low bass note and the high E, it's an F actually, on that 1st string. And then I just take the bar off and slide these 2 down. So try the chords with me right quick. Just the A minor chord. Now take that 3rd finger off and stretch it over to the 3rd fret on the low E string, 6th string. You can just strum the whole thing for now. Don't worry about if it hits a note that you're not going to use. Now switch the 2nd and 3rd fingers around. I got the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. 3rd finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And then the E, I'll do this simplified E. It's only slightly simplified, but it is easier. I mean F. I said E. F, and then I'll slide down to the E. So those are the chords. I encourage you to form the chords and get used to just moving from one to the other. And you can just strum just to get the finger in the chords. If you find that you're having a hard time going from certain chords, practice just those. For instance, some people might find this hard, going from here to here. Just practice that movement. Now I'll show you the basic finger picking pattern. So let's just do this pattern on an A minor chord. It's a low bass string, and then I've got my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers on, right now, the high strings. You'll find I'm going to move these fingers over to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings a little halfway through the pattern. But let's start with the first 3 strings. So 1st finger on the 3rd finger, you bass, 1st finger pulls off, 2nd finger, and 3rd finger. If you're not used to finger picking, I encourage you to get a hold of my simple fingerpicking course that'll teach you the basic techniques and ways to practice it. This is a very simple pattern. It's just bass, pick, pick, and then start over. So let's try that. Start with the A minor. Again. Now you might just want to practice that with each chord. So the next chord in that series would be, I'll make the A minor, I'll stretch over. And again, it's the same bass note, now it's 6th string. Right, because I'm holding down it's a G note, by the way, on the 6th string there, 3rd fret. Then the next chord, still the bass in the 6th string. That D7, F sharp. And I'm going to keep using the 6th string bass note. Okay, so practice the finger picking pattern, practice with the chords, come on back and we'll put it together with the whole pattern. Nice and slow to start. Okay, good. You must be ready because you're back. Here we go. We'll start with the A minor chord and let's just do a nice slow finger picking pattern. Start with the low bass note, bass, 1st finger, 2nd finger, and 3rd finger, and do it twice. Now stretch over the 3rd finger, bass on the 6th string. 2 times, again. Now switch those fingers around, still the bass on the 6th string, 2nd fret. Now make the F chord. By the way, I'm moving my fingers into the second string, 3rd string, and 4th string. So I'm just moving everything down 1 string. We call it down because it's down lower in pitch. So you can practice this a little bit, just going from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd to the 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. You want to get to where you can move those around easily for finger picking. So F. Just 1 time, and then I slide it down to that E, low E bass note. Let's do it again. So A minor, 2 times. Oh, I'll give you a head start. Ready, go. Again. Next chord. Now move the fingers down 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. And keep them there. 1 time F and 1 time E. We'll do it again. Start with A minor. Here we go. Change. Change. And F 1 time. And E. Good? We good? Okay, before I stop this lesson, I'm going to add a little bit more embellishment to it to make it sound more like the real Led Zeppelin version. This is a more simplified version. So when you're ready, if this is hard for you, practice it. Get used to it. Don't worry about adding complexity. Really, this is a great little pattern either for the Led Zeppelin song or just for your own finger picking exercises. But when you're ready, if you got this okay at least, come on back and I'll show you the more intricate version. Okay, are you ready for the embellishments, I'll call them? Let's do this. A minor, the embellishment, I'm going to put my pinky down on the 3rd fret 1st string and then take it off. So the first time I play it on, 2nd time off. Sounds like this. Then on to the next chord, same thing. Pinky on, pinky off. Change chords again, and I'm moving my pinky over to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. That's the B string. And then the F chord, and the E. So it sounds like this. next part, I put this on the tab, same chords, then goes back into the first part. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you're watching on YouTube, please give me a like and a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also, head on over to my blog, and I have a download sheet for you with both versions, the simple one and the more intricate. I put tabs and notes, and you'll find it really valuable. I even wrote out the chords for you. And please join my mailing list. I'd love to keep in touch with you. Thanks again. Take care.